flown by, or it seemed like this would never get here?
It has. I guess yes and no, actually, now that I think about it. You know, on one hand, it's flown by. On the other hand, you know, I'm just ready for it to get here. This last week seems like it's been going really slow. But, you know, the weather has been unbelievable this preseason. So that's made it better and made it fly by a little faster.
Are you excited about the stadium? Have you been there before?
I haven't. I've never been there. I am excited. I think it'll be, you know, fun to see it. But obviously, you know, I think it'll be a very Hoosiers-like situation. You know, we'll go out there and, you know, still be 100 yards long and 53 yards wide. So I think after we start playing, it'll be about the same.
Wait, Greg never took you?
Huh?
Greg never took you?
No, Greg never took me. He should have.
Your quarterback said something yesterday, though, 100 by 53.
Really? How about that? That's the first intelligent thing I've heard him say in a long time.
Are you still rooming with him, or was that just a camp thing?
That was a camp thing.
What was that
Thank
like?
goodness.
What was he like as a roommate?
Oh, he's messy, you know. It's surprising from him. Kind of left his things everywhere. And I guess it wasn't really our, you know, permanent room, so it's hard to really judge how he would actually be as a roommate. But you know, you could tell he, I was like, AJ, I'm not your mate. You know, I'm not gonna clean up your trash. But anyways, we'll get into that.
What'd you learn about him that you didn't previously know?
Probably that.
You've played a couple Big Ten teams though before. Is there a kind of a stereotype that comes with a Big Ten defense that is just kind of true of all the teams, or are they as different as any team anywhere?
Not necessarily. You know, I think one thing you see out of a lot of defenses is they're very disciplined. You know, I think that's something I've noticed about the Big Ten defenses that we play. You know, they know their system and they run it really well. And that's the same with Michigan. And you know, what they do extremely well.
Barrett, I know you're not an H-back, but what can you tell us about Kelly Johnson earning the starting role?
Yeah, I don't. He's really done a good job stepping up for us in that role, and yeah, I'm very happy for him, and hope he does well.
Is it just the whole walk-on thing, coming from nowhere, becoming a starter? It's not easy to do, especially if you're not a kicker or a punter. Talk about that aspect of it.
Yeah, he's a kid. He works really hard, and he's a great guy. You know, he gives it up for his teammates, and you know, I think we all are very happy for him just because we've seen the way he's worked over the last few years, and you know, not many guys who are walk-ons, like you said, make it to that level. So I think he's doing a great job for us, and I'm looking forward to seeing him play this year.
What are some of his strengths at that position?
I think he has been around for a while. He's experienced. He knows the system. You know, he plays really hard and really fast, and you know, I don't know. He just kind of has that H-back mentality, the same kind of mentality Brad had. He just kind of reminds me of Brad a lot.
You got to see AJ grow a lot last year with a whole year under his belt. What do you expect to see from him this season?
I expect just I expect great things. You know, I think he's going to do a really good job. I think we're putting more on him this year. You know, giving him more responsibility at the line of scrimmage. You know, letting him make more decisions and calls in the line, and you know, I expect him to handle that really well.
How's he responded to that?
He's responded well so far, and he's you know, a lot of times we talk and you know about you know what we're seeing, and you know whether I'm helping him you know learn something about you know the defense, because I guess he's really starting to understand you know why I'm making my calls, you know, and why you know trying to figure out how to best explain this to you guys. He's starting to understand more about fronts and just more about defense in general. You know, it's kind of the next step for a quarterback. You know, after you learn coverages, then you want to learn kind of what the whole defense is doing.
Have there been any particular wow moments in practice? Just the thing he's done?
Not really, not any particular moments. Just you know, I just think he's really started to handle that kind of things, and especially you know when I have my head down a lot, you know, the silent count. That's something he's going to have to do. I think he's ready for it.
You mentioned making calls yourself on the line, setting protections or whatever. Was that one of your biggest adjustments going to center?
Honestly, not really. Blade used to kid me that I would make the calls anyways, even when it wasn't my job. So now it actually is my job, so I just get to do it anyways. But no, I think that wasn't really that tough for me.
Back to Michigan's defense. How big of a challenge is it for you guys? Your offensive line, very veteran, very big.
We are that.
Are you looking forward to, a Big Ten defense, a Michigan defense to kind of set the tone? I guess.
Well, I think we're just looking forward to getting on the field. We've been hitting each other for a long time, and we're excited about our first game. No matter who it's against, and I definitely think playing Michigan is kind of maybe added a little extra excitement just because they are a name brand opponent, and an opponent we have a lot of respect for. So we're certainly excited, and offensive line wise, we know we have a chance to have a good offensive line this year. So this is the first step in that direction.
Are Chance and D.J. as close as we hear?
Yeah, they are. They're very close, and they understand one another. They hang out a lot, so for sure. We have a really good chemistry on this line. It's something I really enjoy being a part of. We come from very different backgrounds. You got Chance and DJ, and Steen is like really country, and it's just a funny kind of mix of people. So, but we all get along really well and really respect each other. So it's fun to be a part of a group like that.
Are those two in particular known for something together, like they're always playing some game or going to some restaurant or something you can say on the record?
They're known for, they like to, after a big game, they like to eat a lot. I'll just say that. They both are they're like the real fat kids of the line. They really enjoy a good, we're talking, not a big meal, like a feast. Something that I'm not capable of. I told Chance one time to take down a whole mugshot burger, and that's just miserable. I mean, why would you ever want to do that?
Is AJ taking you to
I like
dinner
mugshots. I'm talking about the mugshot, not like a mugshot burger. The big one.
Yeah.
No bill, right? If you finish that, no bill.
Within like 10 minutes. I mean, it's impossible. I mean, you
Oh,
couldn't
there's a
even,
time limit too?
it's like 10 minutes, and you can't even finish the bread within that time. I mean, it's just so much bread. Just and the fries. I mean, there's just no way. Anyways, sorry.
Is AJ taking you to dinner tomorrow?
He had before. Not lately, I guess. I would have to get on him about that. But,
He's talked about it.
he needs to refresh our memory about why we protected him.
From your point of view, what does Alabama's pass rush look like?
Yeah, I think we have some guys who can really rush the passer, and obviously that's a big part of our defense. So I'm excited to see what they're capable of.
Can you talk a little bit about Cyrus and his development?
Yeah, he's gotten a lot better. He's really starting to mature, and I think this week, I'm really starting to feel comfortable with where he is. And today he actually texted me and was like, "Hey man, we're watching film, and there's kind of a moment." I was like, "Yes, finally he's catching on. He's getting the passion and the understanding of what it takes to be a great player in this league."
Thanks, Barrett.
Thank you much.
Nice talk.